Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Matt from MattCo, and here we continue the game, A Beginner's Guide. And it is getting deep, like really deep. So, okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
So he started punching out games like bam, 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 but then they started taking longer and longer, and the games don't get complicated. Okay. Ma'am. I'm not a ma'am. Okay. I intend to be quiet. Okay. Oh, that's a different spelling. Hi. Yeah, no. We're not. No comments. No comments. Go away. Oh.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. Your work was keeping us healthy. Those people out there, can you imagine? Only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. Oh, man. I've been so long. I'm playing this game and I'm seeing myself. Apologize for leaving me. I have seen the thing that you fear. Okay. Oh, man. Oh. This is dark. Kind of looks like City 17, though. My friends. It falls on me. I have a troubling revelation. Machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. No! The machine will not apologize to us. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us pay it retribution. We are not failures. No! Oh, no! Well, what's the right choice? Do you destroy the machine, or do you destroy everything that was created by it? If the machine was causing the loneliness, then we should destroy the machine. Oh. And okay. Can I go back here? No. Oh my god. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Okay. Exposed view.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Yeah, it's... Oh.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house
through the
game,
floor.
and some of the prison escape
Oh.
games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Okay. I like how the top ones kind of look like smileys. Put down your weapon. Or else what?
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could
there's
fix
a lot
the
of
problem.
balls.
When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
It's like I'm struggling with myself. Like, that is my machine.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess.
Okay.
And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Yeah, let's. Well, I recognize the assets from all the other games.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah, it is. Like, there's not... It's a very dark and sinister game, almost.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Okay, well... Man, that is... This is, like, really terrible. Like, not terrible design or anything, but just...
And
like,
to be
you
fair,
can
it's
feel
not like this is the first game that's needed
it
some
is.
modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1. Oh, I passed the number. I have a small kit. Oh, son of a bitch! Okay. I'm writing! Yay! What the hell was he thinking? Dude, Coda, come on now.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me,
But
the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Well, that is a problem. Where's the switch for it? Oh, there it is. Well, we'll leave
Was I a
that
failure
open.
for not understanding this game?
No.
I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like
I mean,
everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like
human
I failed,
nature.
and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
None of them
I had been
made sense.
trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he
Yeah,
wouldn't.
definitely. Is he Mundus? I shouldn't be cracking jokes. Oh man, this gives you an eerie feeling from the
I
music.
just felt so
to the
strongly that if I
tone.
could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Oh,
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
this is unsettling.
Where did I screw up?
And dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the
I
reason
need
that you
to
stopped
ask you to
making
not
games,
speak to
aren't
me.
I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Stop adding lampposts.
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
Oh my
Nothing.
God.
Less than nothing. What does that mean?
What?
I'm afraid that I did
Oh
something
my
really
God.
stupid because I don't like myself.
And he removed
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again.
The walls
Like I'm
are
an
closing
addict.
in.
There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize?
Oh,
What if I tell you I
shit.
was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what
Okay,
you want.
dude, you need to calm down.
I'm
because
sorry.
Walls
I'm
are
sorry.
closing in.
Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, this is definitely interesting. Okay. I'm waiting for him to come out
More.
and
More
say that it was
love,
him.
More praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless because, like, I don't know. This has touched me in ways
Solution.
that I didn't even think that I
Solution.
could. Like, I mean,
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
maybe. But then you're caught in your own prison in the meantime.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
You're not a shitty person. Come on now. Oh. Was that always like that? I thought that room wasn't quite filled with sand or dirt or whatever this is. This is real deep, though.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Oh, man.
What now?
I did not expect this game to give me feels.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Just gonna go and take me back to Counter-Strike? No, that's not Counter-Strike. We're gonna go through the doors. Actually, we're not gonna go through the doors. Do we go through the doors? Because if we go through the doors, then it presents... See, now my mind's going in, like, overdrive here. It represents the mind's desire to stick to patterns. You see a door, you go through it. But then again, if you go outside of the doors, then it represents the human desire to not be the same, to not conform. Down the hole. Looks like that. Oh no, that's just the limitations of the engine. View distance. Back to Grand Central Station. I don't even know. I'm at a loss for words. I really am. I bought this game thinking it was going to be fun and it was going to be all yay, but it's not. It's thought-provoking. Is that the beam from one of the first games? Is that the beam to the Whisper Machine? Ooh, that is bright. And it is. So do I step in it and save? I guess I step in it and save the man. Except there's nothing. Oh, talk about the maze from hell. You could play this for years and not finish it. Holy crap. Oh my god. imagine being stuck in a place like this? I mean, I guess in a way it represents life. God, I'm trying to analyze this game now. It's
Turn back from this cave.
wow.
You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired.
Oh my God. So that is it. That is the game. Holy shit. I didn't think that it would turn that deep. There you go. That's the beginner's guide. And there's a lot to be said about this video. I mean, I'm trying to hold off until the end here. Okay. So that's it. That's all of it. So, oh my God. So I guess the moral of the story is, I mean, it's hard to figure out, because Coda was a guy that he made games, but he made them unsolvable. Why? This other guy, I forget the names right now. Oh my God, my head is a mess. He made these other games, and they were they were all unsolvable. So this other guy comes in, and he shows the games to other people, which upsets Coda. But the thing is that when you create something, it usually you draw inspiration from within, and so it's very easy to see how he could be like, how he could be depressed or struggling with something, and I understand that. And oh my God. Oh man. So Coda, dude, let me tell you, dude, from a gamer, I wish you would have released those games, honestly. And I know that you're probably going to dislike this guy, but man, you have to. You like, it would have been awesome to play that game with the shooter mechanics, man. And like, I don't know why you were playing games. I don't know too much about you outside of what's been told. And this goes for everybody. If you make something, don't be afraid to show it off. Doesn't matter what it is. Just put it out there. Criticism is good, and it is so hard to formulate proper thoughts right now. Here's the deal. If you make something, pour your heart into it. Because you never, ever know. You just don't. I don't even have to finish that statement. But you never know who's going to see it, how it's going to affect your life, how it's going to change your life. And that's scary for a lot of people. And trust me, I know. Putting myself out on YouTube, even though I don't get a lot of notice, it takes it takes a certain amount of courage, because you're putting yourself out there. And it would be just as easy for me to play these games without actually putting myself on the internet. But I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy interacting, and I enjoy seeing other people play the game, or not necessarily play the game, but watch me play the game and then comment. So just, and if you are depressed, or even if other people say you're depressed, take a moment to step back, analyze what you're doing, and if you are depressed, seek help. Don't just shell up. Don't do that. I've been there. I've done that. My entire high school career I was like that. And it's not a fun place to be at all. And you do feel like you are, you do feel alone, and you feel helpless. And you feel like pushing everyone away when they want to try to help you. So, I mean, you just got to push forward. So, it seems kind of inappropriate to do an outro for this, but I have to, because it's just what the videos are. So, I mean, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys have any ideas on how to make the content better, or if you have content that you want to see, make sure you put it down in the comment section down below. And you just gotta go for it. That's it. Like what was his name? Shia LaBeouf or whatever. I don't even know if that was actually his name, but he's just do it. Man, it's at the time that I'm recording this will be released after the new year, but at the time that I'm recording this, it's actually January 30th. So this gives me a lot to think about as we roll into 2016, and hopefully I will have, I mean, this game changes. It'll change you. And seeing it is different from playing it, I'm sure. But some people will probably get the same effect just by seeing it. But, so yeah. Until next time, I'm Matt from MattCo, and you guys enjoy.
Oh,
yes!
I'm back, and I've got some new tricks.